simple caption headline of it's a hearing notice no mo ma fa no verdict they are not say you are on a mission.
Black Wanko International and Ghana Hebeka sa wabodam kakra.
Asem na di be 3 years every or 4 years every na afei na mo kwa settle.
You are not under any obligation to keep anybody around you for the rest of your life. Se nipa na futu semwa ode ma wo no emwa na de wo ko ohaw mu a twon ho firi ho.
You don't know these streets like we do.
Kila Blacko dia sembebo.
Sembeba.
Kila mind dia sembebo. Sembeba. Anakwa kufri mpon. Anyway, Blacko asem no. Epie ye no efa it take a different form. Now, real facts of the case, I think I must commend a year Gossip 24.
Yeah.
Clement. Big ups to Clement. I mean, he did wonderful by giving her the breakdown. Now, I had information on this. I think maybe do Ghana in September. Prior to that, and I had information about Saudi way and Ekosu. But knowing how Ghanaians can decipher between the message and the messenger, now me can't say the way because people have tagged me in the past. Some impaired black sheriff asem.
Okay.
Because on ne former manager, a case no, me am breaky. This is like 3 years ago, Mba.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years.
And sa information na me de beto abontin nti no me amanfo bebre na say me mpe abrantie na asem which is not the case. And yes me pen asem say I like him as an artist. That's basically it. Because he's good and I believe say the boy has a bright future.
Yeah.
But yen yina o bright future no so and destroy your industry no so. So the right thing must be done. And the right thing is baby I was here there for monetary no. Ya fan trea. Free talk. Nti say one o manager enya problem of which that problem shakes the core of your industry now. It needs to be addressed. Something that affects investor confidence is something that we need to pay close and critical attention to. Nti mekwa kan sa asem nti no menya ho time bebre. Time a menya bebre wo Ghana ha se nyina yesem meka no kore. The biano apart from the kore ne the okano kore no. And magia tum say sa na bekwa akọ because amanfo pekataso mumuaso. Na eye me de se nkrofo bebre a omoye omadwen se omokwa omma akwara na akọhye omachi. No ma shield no ma protect no in a case as deadly as this no. Almost what the sane mani bi di ho. Membo mudin. Omo hwe video we omo nim. Ebi twa omo ho esa ba be kan ensem foforo kra sa akere me.
True.
Thinking say I'll come out and come and put it out there. No, it is not about that. I'm not in to destroy the boy. I am in to say the truth and nothing but the truth. Inti if you our team and one asem ya e beto manim Abraham Wabuchi beto manim say if you asem be slim they say ya mami details enye no e dan asem opa wetua opa wontua no mo de na court ampa so e na court na de nti omo say asem no ye say amanfo ankan ade no. And journalists are now saying reporters who krum ha no me level up kakra. Ade na ye hearing notice. Afen ye beti asem no afen ye beti.
Yes, your passage judgment.
Asem afen ye beti.
We an rent.
Oh. Minim how omo kan ade no say omo we mu court stamp Ghana coat of arms. Nkoko mienu no
Etutu
ohu a my organize eno no
court ase enkai ni nyina
how akoko mienu no akoko bakwa ise And I go back where is and no box stand home. And yeah, I'm packed.
Ejuma no se si asa na akoye. Nkoso na ewom ne dɔɔso.
No de wo de enye hwe kura ye se okwasea. Wagimi kura nya dokono ase ahye. Wo de wo hwɛ hearing notice. Eno pɛ wo de use Google. Hearing notice chesai.
Long.
Obi de na asem abe akodan court no. Adentan court frafra. Say me wasem we ese me bo. Bra we ena me hia ne se obeba no afi ye nyina ya ka. Anya no ano.
O meka na me so me nka bi.
Na papa judge o se mama judge. Bu asem ne maye. Afi ye hu ya. Na bla shey de ka.
But the current.
The current. Don't rent. Ena. See. Edio. Ya bro. So obi ko hwe sa de we ena sese no unim no kre me de be share TikTok phone. Sa ne ma ne de me de be share TikTok phone.
I don't mind it.
TikTok phone.
Exaggeration. Point you.
I want me say. Exaggeration.
Would you on my chair? One hwe ni ya benya hybrid because omuti me ma some interpretation bia. Ubuso omo brofo no kind of saying. How do they read it? And you see, it's this thing stems from the fact that Cecilia obi kuta phone.
Yeah.
No chabibi no ma commentary.
Yeah.
Or friend who media person, or friend who journalist.
Yeah.
Training pape bian also. And then unfortunately for us, a lot of media houses indirectly have endorsed this.
Yes.
Now it has become a game of numbers.
Yes.
Enti nipa ni timinya numbers on social media kakra. Validate. Say even if almost sign for omokra wa adwuma.
Yeah.
If nipa ni any form of a communication training, no journalistic training, nothing. Ni afa na adwuma ni mu.
No fact checking.
Na che say osise bibia no di gum. Time ayen start say ye no ho.
Yeah.
Who sure cry say obebo obi din wrongly.
Who spelling din wrong cry?
What a problem.
Sure. I
remember those times and I'm a kind news for then Vibe FM. What be kind news Ube who say Dino, what the name from office to office. You want correct pronunciation.
Yes.
Where the no boy you going around before news we call baby. One kasa be kanya. Send your baby touch more studio open. You can read a thing from your mind.
Yeah.
But eneno akoye baby e wo ho yeti ya kum and ten na ye de aba and ten and we incite people yes what dwen ho a won ti ase asem a wo kan asem bi na ye me de pa when you talk about somebody people start sending you negative things about the person, thinking say you would continue.
You are on the run.
You are on the run. Say, unfortunately, some of our colleagues have fallen into that trap. Instead of information, and then they just come. Yes. They will just be putting the information up. And we say in a long run, no. Obi say wo journalist na wo yes wo presenter na wo yes no now credibility about form because it becomes obvious that you are doing a witch hunt.
Yes.
Your juma no we are not witch hunting.
Exactly.
Send tie no eno na obeka. Sometimes you buy a flyer, you're coming to interview somebody. What the flyer ne to wa na nkrofo start to send information. Nipa need to say. Thinking that interview na wo ba be no. It is to disgrace the person.
The artist na wa ba ho no, ana nipa na wa ba ho no. Can sembi na ne ho nkyere no.
Can be na ne ho nkyere no. That is not our job. We are not here to disgrace anybody. We are making objective analysis. That is it.
No na amanfo sheda ntimi ase. So when I had the information, na twetwe me trying okay me ka asase mo ekira way back last year about Black Sheriff and the issue about efie. Na information for me nya say there are two separate run CCA. And this week unfortunately my brother will have to be in the courtroom again. And a different case altogether. It's, some will say it's a sign of greatness, because to be misunderstood is also, quote and unquote, I'm for view say a sign of greatness.
Yeah.
But I would only plead because he's too young to me. In many books there, me who say, oh, you're too young. Black Sheriff is too young to be going to court back and forth. Okay, and the case with the former manager, Wayne Chavez, week way on Friday the 16th, and it seems a hearing no, not hearing as in verdict of a year case no, because case in the last time I hear who editorial and I'm reading courtroom a friend is saying, my friend saying courtroom proceedings you know. No, I'm more journey case to October. And I think so October 27th or so. And almost a coin almost a journey in the BM. So now on my year cross-examination of Black Sheriff in team in area, road boys, no. On my year in area indeed. The can say the verdict in the bed. And I could piece on the 16th. A year week year you remedy dear. Omobe year the hammer no. Dia friend there no bebo so see pa
necessary
omaka asem na wi na ni cases bebre bi wo ho a ya does too much for Blacko. I think this shouldn't have gotten to this level because the owner of the house no ehwehwe no simple or charge you $1,700 a month for the usage of a fina ewo ajenga no. Now initially as in last 2 years no $1,600 and no adjusting it by $100 the previous year. Now omoka asem ni wie as in obia agree no ogitu mu se ubetua. Me susu say because this thing happened during time no. The said property, also had nasa omodi aye collateral for adwuma bi loan bi amokoyi. So bank ne ba ho. We mu nyina mesi mi susu wo mi trim say enne bia delay payment no. But to tell me say Blacko doesn't have that amount of money or say RBA doesn't have that amount of money to pay for usage of an office space there. Ebeyame na kakra. Because bank ne ba ho no. And it seems a payment in a year day. Estole. Because they made an initial deposit. Now convert here is around 300 and something thousand Ghana cedis. They made an initial deposit of 79,000 Ghana cedis. Omo itu asas ka ni wie no. Dia kana was all there. Ekoso so nti 79 na otiti free me beka 222 29 something no. And beka no. Bank ne ba ho. Nti we maybe they were confused say they say bank na ba ho ni tu eska ma hwan.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay. Okay.
Me susu wo me I'm just thinking. Say ho na bia Blacko. Any team no omo hu say who do we pay to? So if we pay the money right now to a landlord now bank ne ba beka say
ye free dining ma.
Ye free dining ma.
Ye dey akwaji esika.
What you say? Ye dey agi esika. Now me say susu biem say, and this is another thought, say, okay, then why wouldn't you have a conversation with the landlord to find out who needs to receive the payment?
Pay the payment.
What you say? Because in this case, they are the only people you know. Now, assembly yet twisted a little bit because the landlord had to file for a substitute service by the court, which means they almost serve letter no moon.
And then no be antim.
And no so near some. Letter. But that is the reason why the letter got to the public. Because substitute service no emma omu to me say o me post no graphic mu ye be post was a rewe hu nti emfa nton from me betimi dey send o WhatsApp text message we betimi dey send o partner da phone so no officially accept.
That will come with lots of questions.
Enti omo way omo nte dan
that will come with lots of questions.
Catch omo say they are not available. But even if they are not available, omo mfenja rate na omo mfenja
eno ne asem
and normal rent no motia bridge
and omo too. But then omo submitted dan safwa because we too no one submitted safwa. I mean you are still occupying the place.
But how come say we betumi etu afi obi dan mu a omo nipa na nya aware say metu afi dan
in some no say you can see you questions you beti me bisa
even with the landlady, you know, why would you use that building as a collateral? Well, she knows
you are renting it out
to a group of people.
No, but and they say it happens. I mean, we will so car
well, the person is in there.
No, we betimi do car see awowa akoji besia
you've rented the place to me. Me na me team says here. And then for whatever reason you deem it necessary to use that same building as collateral.
Maybe building other buildings be become.
Basil, if I've used my building as a collateral, I think bank and buy some mobile bejo musica. Because not just say or the bank and my collateral and sana black mobile bet now because the time on national not just say the building no or the collateral crowns and or the barber rent.
It could be.
But I'm saying for me in my head, it doesn't sit well.
The whole thing is funny.
Everything is funny.
The whole thing is funny.
So a typical example, you funny say you high. A fear you womb CCA. Yeah, adwuma. A fear you rent. A fear a hit mixer studios. I rent ya the adwuma. A bit my say ya papa a fear any diano. Or the see a waji loan be the dada. Before say eba. Now start to say defaulty in payment. That is when the bank will have right to sell back property.
Yeah.
It is only when you default in payment that is when they will come to the property. Say default payment yemma. What you say?
Bank for car.
Exactly.
It could be so exactly. Your bank.
And you know, me there na me one same ya kwaso nyina no na me monitor. I wanted to get full understanding of Sanya man. Na the landlord ne simple. Or say number 1, muntu an sika man. Number 2, some to free hwa na say some mun pay ni bi ma. Mon returning no into the state
no,
it's simple. Nya de hu bia na ohwe. Enti everyone was say omo tena ho. Road boys. Emma sasem we ya this is too
the second part of what the landlord wants, no, they returning the house into its old original state.
Yes.
When they rented the property, was there an agreement, and was that part of the agreement?
In fact, kakra me rent and as a tenant a contract I'm sign wo hade ewom.
Enyo biana
minim ono ne de no.
Because when one find share my first agreement mu a.
Yes.
Nature wo de me kokota. Say ne kra no can say or rent it make us security deposit.
Yes.
Enti se bibi say wo me current dan bi agi me security deposit nko 5,000. 5,000 cedis. 50
million can
man say bibia wo fie honom. If fear anu mame list okoto paint okoto se
na 5,000
ashe we ko so men san 5,000 me. So these things are anyway, but security deposit 3 months rent. Oni anitrimu emre no bon so say 1 month rent. Na dia to. So it has to be contained in the agreement. So wo be kwa bibia aye e bia wo bobo we wo fixi say we say to walls ne ho jeni nyina back answer wako it has to be in the agreement.
Me assure say especially the location of a year if you Ajingano ho East Legon Ajingano side one there you should know say enye omonya no gogwa was outside. If you are renting a property there you should have lawyers draft a proper contract for you for your tenant to sign. Until me sure say yeah out of reach and or landlady where a lady until landlady
I hope so or the court no begin sika because I know that when it comes to wo kwa kwajiji usika na de court nipa no wo nipa na ka che say
onibia
ade no metimi etua 1,000 cedis a month.
Yes.
So usika na ebehye.
Then again, the first question I may be saying is who led to them acquiring that property? No, because normally they are more like agents. I'm just saying because the whole thing, the Road Boys and Black Hole conversation, I say everything is centered on Black Sheriff. Because he is the CEO of RBA.
Of RBA.
Yes.
And over written as what Nidini will smile Mohammed Sheriff.
Yes, but I think moving forward now, in Yamabi he should have people handle these things for him. Especially with the level of what he needs to see. Because Yamabi puts a dent on your image. And he's too young to be going through all of this.
Extremely young.
Mandem is too talented. People should handle his business for him. Let him concentrate on music. Senya Ensembi Basenya, we wouldn't have the name and also the brand Black Sheriff associated to all of these things. Because Abase, I'm just fire report to the open. Yeah, can you open? I'm like, this decipher the information and son of what in season now hot to say people will let this slide one way or the other, but when you become cold, that is when all these things will start
rushing back.
And among for started and Black because minimum cases minimum event promoter a case.
Yeah.
Meaning the former manager case, rent way the and also ababe kahu. Other ones that I don't have the right to talk about, and so
this is way too much weight on him.
Exactly, and I believe, say boys, it's a call for you guys to set up.
Yeah.
If you guys thought it was a joke, if you guys thought, this business, entertainment business is a joke, you have a lot coming at you, bro. Set up.
Some are even coming at this the record label. Is it Empire?
Honestly,
I've seen. I just even saw a poster. I think they almost say he wished on the 9th was his birthday, and then Empire actually wished him the birthday,
a happy birthday
on the 10th, and no cry issue. And they've. Omo de akọ join na chere say mo nyina mo ka ho na bra ko ntumi ntua na renter na chere say you are not taking proper care of the guy.
I've seen that post under the comment section. People are
they are bashing the Empire. Afe crowd afe ni ye ko dig into ebia say the contract na say boy ni nisika ni ade.
I want to believe that Tisaniana Slim assuming that there were uncertainties about who to pay the money to because there's a court issue. How is it gonna end? It delay the payment.
That's just being on the side of Black Sheriff.
We are trying to
but I know other questions. Other questions. A defeatee same way because if they've been looking for you.
Mon returning Safuano. Boko. Enfanko. Dan no makorente. Muntimintinum forever. At a point, de amubi two. Say ebi ehone somamo and I say isamamo and I say bia it's expensive for you still ubetimi etu enye by force. It is according to what you can afford. Ubetimi etu. Usa. In fact, one of the artists genuinely me penasem Black Hole. And it is still based on growth. Ni growth no me fe.
pa.
Se me hu na mani je me kai ne fe enwum ya ekọ viral ya no ne nam ka akwan mu an mfin no mpanyina epiepie yo
Sad boys in the house.
So when I remember that video na me hwebe bia sesi a we
amazing growth.
Yesha ni show ya obo on Christmas how they used him Blacko as a brand to promote the show. It was sold out. It was massive. Na MFA.
Me rank is number 2.
You get it. We are in an industry where obi bebo show na oye calculations. Memfa we into so we wodom into medene ba I will sell out. Medene ba I will sell out. They promote other people to sell their shows. But this boy's team promoted him and the show was sold out.
No artwork for Obia.
And it was sold out. So oyenipa ma penna sem based on that. E ban in a fashion sense ade bia meka sesenka Black Anko International anka Ghana hebeka sa wabodam kakra. Because eya ne combination na oye no.
Anwa she.
Out of this world.
That's out of this world.
Or so nika leather one be pa nika pa leather.
Ono anka so no timi hyesa na we so eya na join ne TikTok like that. O timi koto shirt a full t-shirt come no we tasso. Na dey na hanging bisa. I love the fact that he's still living his youthful days in ways I believe are kind of fulfilling to him.
And he's not offending anybody.
He's not offending anybody. He's a lovely person. In MFA, on Shana sa court cases
unlimited.
On ye ne cruise people ye case he say ne me try say me ye yama no kakra because me hey we invite him show we invite him say membra event na event no ekwaso apumfinfin samo ba mi hwire tumu ana se and wo wa posona se ade esa na wo pia bonten na wo hu that pitch black ebo hu ehu Inti me fa ni say bia na akwa na odwe ho
them defense
no it's actually
possible.
True.
But odwe wa just canary with this canary but odwe ho wie and ade ni boni hu because tell epon finfio
now it
his first time performing on a cruise
epon finfin
Keche, what you are talking about?
Details as to what the event is, the location and everything before Ansana Wako.
All of this boils down to a team. People who know how. Because for you to go perform on a cruise now, one, how are you going to perform? What type of performance are you giving to the people over there? In Kofo Ben Crass na be cruise na so contracts in the and yet I don't know what happened, but anytime there's a contract and yet in terms where you are signing because of the
you have to
financial benefits, you diffuse it. Okono, Senana Babekano, Bibi to see what is the escape route? Who perform can you even leave them and come back to land? How does Black Sheriff behave when he's sailing? Is it something that would he's comfortable with?
Traveler, could the traveler? The way they
travel was
traveling.
What is it? What is it? In Puanoa, ultimately, homophobia for signing one. So,
but the issue is your catcher will say cruise ship, no,
emphasis. If you want a Ghana and you cap cruise ship, I have to say a Doddy princess.
And you know,
you get it. You get it. Me and Mitzi, hey, my cruise so aqua me kai time be Dubai and on the cruise cruise near do Atlantis Hotel honum. Now do honum. I must say you try pictures and I don't see Yenjina ho you try picture. Me pen am you be no cruise so I'm say me trap picture me try then ebeba what adem insuo ye hum eh na ye yi na me fia be fu ko hu me kakra bia me bonne doso me bonne doso nti edu ho na radio interest bia mame
enye be fu bonne na
bonne doso me just me ho sa you get it nti e ho no na me gidi say hu kakra ni ade be mu but like Zeal said, when it comes to contractor, me o na ye na nkofo ne me sign a contractor, almost a masem ye den. Nya masem na ye den.
Dachia
70. And fortunately for me, I have access to lawyers. Inti yeah, mitimi WhatsApp, Charlie Paddy, make you go through, give me. And then person me who say, ade na wo de ama me no, enko be bare me. Because contracts be o hono ma be signing be wi no abebare what ji wo ho bia enye yi
me
enye yi
akoko abe ho mete
you get it same imagine say ebia obi abeje wo equipment so de kwaye adwuma ma sign a contract but contract ni mu wan fa nhye mu say equipment say ya say na beba nipa ne call ye no wakose equipment ni nyina eba obeye ne dey
so aso ashi
waso be shi
eba sa we adamfo kura na sa say adamfo
eba say adamfo no enti no say ye draw contractor yenye make sure say ye di bibia him in the course of this was going to happen. This is why PR is very important.
True.
Having a professional PR is very important. Obetimi anticipate said these are the dangers e wa de aye ne ho ebetimi abase say bani say ya say any ebeye. It doesn't mean you're being negative.
No,
it means you're being proactive.
Exactly.
You're protecting yourself, you're protecting whoever you are signing a contract with. You are being proactive and it's part of PR. In fact, a good PR you're supposed to be proactive.
Exactly.
But yenye ne sa inti yebe ye contract bi ebi kura wa contract ne de ama e charge GTP no watro ama ye wi na ya edit ne de error bibi vague bi ne de aba and because amount for so sign here they also don't do due diligence inti how much then they pay us then was sign it, into was sign then ochina na dia samaba. I've always said that when they give you a contract, no matter how straightforward the English might be, give it to a legal person for a legal interpretation.
Herein,
therefore, there as most confused most baby semicolon and if you don't pay attention to it, the use of words, the use of punctuations and everything, it can go against you. It's just you pay attention to. And Blacko, if you're watching us,
where you go watch?
Blacko, you're young. Some of us, we love you. Irrespective of all the things, we love you. We believe that as you are young, you'd make mistakes. In fact, I love it when young people make mistakes. It is out of the mistakes that you would learn. And you make mistakes, and I will be sharing the woman and you made into what do you know? We'll share from your mistakes. But make sure that as you are making the mistakes, you are correcting them. You are correcting them. There's been a first court case, there's been a second one, and then this one. That's a senior claim kind. Make sure. Say senior ye do. Senior ye pewasem. How you've gone global. Ma odono enkoso sa. Ma yendo. When we join your live, we listen to your music, we watch your videos and all that. Yeni J. We love the growth for you. But bemena. Minya ketwa. Meba. Make sure. Say you are putting things right. And yes, sir. It will go and they will come and bite you. She manso che o. Enko fo che manso. But se uko shie nipa manso is embedded in their blood. Obedreni obedragi wa ma wan kasa na bedu baby uko jina studio kra lyrics kra bi matrim. Don't let it get to that point. Sort everything out. Support, no? You better support because we support growth.
Yes. Well, Blacko to me is one of the artists in Ghana or a lot of love.
Yeah.
Yes, and you will never understand it unless you say something negative about him. Or can't be negative, you feel it. You feel it.
You feel it.
Me, I felt it. And those were the days I wasn't even social media active. I wasn't even on YouTube. I was just on radio, and I was just doing my job as a journalist, presenting people with the facts and all that. And the facts of the case was that he had abrogated contract that he had with a former manager, of which one name manager na anya like NTSC and cancel contract. You know, as it stands now, like I said in the last video that I did last year, reading the transcript of the court, it is likely, say ruling be ebeba, they will consider that all the years that he's been actively working, the 20% commission still will have to go back to a year in Chavez. Yes, 20% cut beer from releases to events to.
It has to go to him.
It has to go to him. And I'm thinking, say, it is going to be crazy looking at a Jumani shows near the year throughout all these years. This thing could have been easily avoided. And I said it several times that the guy has a soft spot for Blacko. Now, openasem pa as ninia. And me assure say relationship it turns sour at a point.
That's a point.
Because now boys wo home.
Yeah.
Now boys I've been in the midst of that before and I understand it. Obia ne agenda ordinary.
Oh yeah.
And we be din komo bia chere no. But wona we in question so pewasema you can sit with the person one-on-one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure say Blacko knows say snap penasem. I'm sure he knows that. Because there are some things that were not even in the contract that he went out of his way to do. And Namin himself, boy, and so young. And this industry, there's this thing going on. So who discover artists we are not say, good. There are vipers around that will come.
That will come. Yes.
Yeah.
Ebi call Blacko.
Yeah,
Ebi ne pushy,
Ebi say because he was young. And I've been shot. To continue maybe I say.
Sankrofoni bi at the corner. Sankrofoni bi na yeah no musa de empire deal ni there because of the percentage that they will get. And now amount for can same baby with social media. And so I saw a video of Showboy.
Oh, child.
About the financial status of Black Sheriff. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. But said the old Chremunin Sama Abbey, Yako yesa yampa. Because who was kana adena untria. And also suya some fufro. But well, we are said there, same way you can't saying you can't say third match. Ombekwa ku record them Adentan District Court. Ombeko. Na omakotna assembly so first hearing ebeko so on the 3rd of March. I'm wishing the team all the best.
All the best.
Say omubetimi settle and sana court aba. Omon settle. I told them the first time, in fact, me first editorial about on the former manager. I said, say omubetimi settle amon settle. Did omot say mediation ananka babe settle. I say I can tell you confidently, and of course, say they try to settle, and this is information that I got from the former manager. Say, Asemne dibe 3 years every or 4 years every na afei na mokwa settle. Why would you? What other episode put you through that stress? Would moko record to na afei mo hu asemne ko say afei mum na mo ba be settle. One mani pane bu afua could do that level. Every idea we ye a dying na media mouth. Famisi kamame.
Ebeya Black Sheriff sister Ofutufu. Whoever is advising you, change that person.
It is crazy.
Whoever is advising you, pamuni panifri wo. You are not under any obligation to keep anybody around you for the rest of your life. Se ni panafutu semwa ode ma wono. Wow, na de wo ko oha mu a chonhu free ho. You are not still 19 years.
Yo,
there be uba industry mu ya check akra. Nti e dan ya wo sua bibi. wohia nyansa obi etufu bi a anko yie akoso nti whoever is advising you no twitwa ne so yini free ho
and baba say enye sampo no nso no kra betumi nso aba nso se nso mpo no bia say efutuo no nso ne yetu na won fan so because it could go on that angle.
It could go on that angle too.
You will level be a udua. Sometimes fame ni ade no at the young age you know a crash sana when you who are you kakra
to me be doesn't seem like that type.
I know nobody seems like that type until you get close to them.
Ebi mu wo wa interview ya man for granty ya ne ye ka so obi anum ri ana ne ade si ehun ye
ana na making
wo say
ne ye person
party
you get it he doesn't seem like that.
I know he doesn't seem but me so make I say be akoba ne say be you've gotten to a level be because on say ye woni pa bi won so aye di wachi aye hu level na wedu no cry sure say be too full because ye nim say ye ka kire wo kra na ade wo ho na megisika na Mediterranean
now so one or two breadwinner
so what I say enti no me ye den ko ka kire wo say eno nso na wo say we because nipa omo di wachi ye yeduom no asamba sisi awudi ni yebo omo nyina abetwe omo ho abegu akire na wo aba be the center because you are the brand. So what I say enti no onye ke say bia afutu na yetu na no fa bia omo wo ne ho no na say bia omo ye too young so omo ye de pepenyin bi asabe obetumi aka say excuse me to say black you are fucking up when you are fucking up
penny oni mu nyansa because say okwase anso nyini
but then the twisted the dark side of idea we bunyina is said these days nipa obehwe nanima ka no kra kire no say what time.
Me mom I've come to that
right
point in life
wrong and wrong
I don't care
right.
if you say I hate you or not me ka no kra na kire wo and at the end of the day you come back and you tell me that I told you the truth.
But anyway, you should be ready for the backlash that comes with it.
And
because we two for say your campaign and to about money winning. Abraham tell me so winning, but on your campaign to man. Into make us actually says akwa Jimmy or Sassima said the dinner time. Meanwhile, no creba akopena.
Bible say ni Jimmy and Fajimi and
anyway, same way and a friction kesian so asababe to a year Kojo Sheldon any Sammy Flex is this particular case. Yes. Because when the news broke, Sheldon was of the view say misinformation and what on this also. People were misinforming people. At the end of hearing na my fan say verdict. And I'm for keka and now a targeted in some no can apart from saying na a dozen what on this no. It drew baby on narrow in kakra.
Okay.
Now on narrow in no. Ekofa Sammy Flex Abubuano.
Okay.
Na Abubuano Ekofa and it was Sammy's initial post. I will make it say, I hope what I'm hearing about Black Sheriff is not true.
It's not true.
If so, that I'm dead. If so, sir, I mean, in Sammy's editorial in his defense, he said, say, or a Black Sheriff fan or a big Blacko fan, in Nuntino, say, Ekobase Blacko
at the rent car. Na so be she amanfo be used to troll or no
Sammy.
And Sammy has a record with Blacko because he is one of the people who interviewed or gave Blacko platform early in his career.
No, but
now I don't I'll take you back to that video.
But Slim, I understand that one, but we also have countless people who have also done the same for Blacko. I sit here and I can boldly say I did something for Blacko.
But this is
I
the
doesn't take credit from him that he also helped.
He
doesn't take credit from him.
And the videos of Blacko and Sammy Flex that I have seen, this is a young boy who was even saying, say, 1,000 Ghana cry, so Nisika so bit me the music video. And this is so early in Blacko's career.
Yeah.
I don't see Sammy saying it as or can't Eddie some form of entitlement say because he did that, he reserves the right to say anything about Black. I'm not. It did not come off. Sami Senke, but off that way. Onim say me mianekon. He knows how squeezes. I go press his neck, but it did not come off like that. It came off from a genuine place. I mean, when they say, he actually likes the growth of the guy.
Yeah.
We monitor how our boy ni move. And then the near Jehon say, "Otimi offer kakra boy as in say platform or say advice or early in the young man's career." Sheldon, on the other hand, also feels say, the boy has come far. Na baby awaba bedru no say ekoye campaign bi no hu ne say campaign we de targeted say yemfan say abrantie na ono so entry because ono so ne boy ni so ye dey close. Enti right from Zamadisco concert no kaya there was this issue with organizers, you know. Na manfo peso mu chire mu say utua for a certain experience be as in VVIP experience. I was utua ofa akonya na wa akopɛ bitina. There was a trending videos like that. Producers obenya videos now started so obubashing. Also from that time na observe what here no so say no amanfo ayo mani say ompeso omko boy no so. Na anso wa esa to aso call in case we are by a simple caption as a headline of it's a hearing notice no mo ma verdict there net say you are on a mission. Na mission na no opeso nyina o kire nyina ne say there's a certain manager and or said say I don't know if he is managing the artist or the artist is managing him. Or say so cast asem no. And I say yes. There's a shade, but wow, also now collect.
The owner of the shade now the channel.
Now collect it. And no, and a mass I mean so yeah then ebe movie. Now we all know the history, and we shouldn't lie. Say, I mean, Shatta has gone on a rant on Black Sheriff.
Yeah.
And on a rant na Shatta, a year on Black Uno, intino, the two of them, Omani Inshada Inshia. The young man has handled this case amazing, if you ask me. Because Blacko also had the perfect chance to throw a shot or two. But Oman is like
yeah.
The only a year Okofa a year chairman picture be no address and say Brunya Koko. So picture it dear. No way.
Mini happy. I'm not here, Sam.
He did not come to work.
I didn't come to work today.
Nope.
I have no part.
So picture it dear. See, it mean delete but delete at the free years here. Kachama be kwa toss about delete. Because I picture the no shit. Or the you body tea white, no white that socks red and a shoe also red ni yellow be.
Coat of many colors.
Drip on drip.
Or say KFC for logo.
Oh, slim.
Oh, true. Who's a KFC logo? Me one. Sa akoko bi da ho. Oh share and picture there. I'm not going to lie. Anything I'm saying, me can who's it because I say let's not lie. Or say akoko. No sa akoko pa. And no pe and a black one ye. Or go post to sa picture no one snap.
But so when you are credit agra.
Aye.
When you are credit agro, before and cry level. You get it.
Oh, or go post to sa no. And no pen and moon say uniako, but what can once him?
Yeah.
Because one can once him no.
On back
on mouth.
Yeah.
Then no graphic channel can then.
No, so your man was talking about Blacko's fashion. And now Blacko decided he said,
he just posted the picture. One can
that's
a picture and the one I'll try.
And a one address.
Yes, I dress.
One
we're trying to post you. I'm helping you to share the picture. My money.
In the black one, your money.
My fashion sense in ya. o de ewi. And I'm for her on say
some of the videos have
so
come out.
rolling on your screens right now, the experience I call so Zama Disco now. I'm for starting say or more quote and unquote smear campaign according to Koji Sheldon.
That is a VIP for one on
I'm VIP also for Akunya na prepare with that brain. And yes. And after that, Omu release a joint press statement. That is Echo House, the production company, and RBA. HM, a patch. In fact, they actually apologized that if you made payment for that experience and you did not get it, almost, I mean, their baby company that is coming up, and mistakes are bound to happen into almost a month for Enfanchom, which is brilliant.
Brilliant. Accountability.
Accountability. They actually took the bullet. In fact, they was biting the bullet.
They took the bull by his horn.
Took the bull, me that say, took the bull by his horn. Almost submit table because we did and
yeah.
And Nanke was say, maybe the my dream say obi ka ho asema was say nko the BBC nso ka ho say o ma be pacho.
Yeah.
You can't
give half information,
but
give the full thing.
But your intellectual dishonesty, amount for
exactly.
Your half truth, so no crano, ebini, but the Akanian fan come. Until amount for baby echo so that until a honor Sheldon so who say, or who is a Sammy flex
agenda,
agina sardine, half truth. O hinted the actually. Na men Ukraine me ni munye. Me share another editorial of Sammy Flex and how he went about it, bringing Shatawale into the conversation. Emma may yes a magician in some kind because asem way dear not in a black shave rent asem. But after dear, I will not believe it if it is true. Say baby a year drew black word drew so we need that because we are there Shatawale. To a man for and I'm like
a two man for some
Shatawale woman be catching nipa say ati say omunsi dan
slay somebody can catch us say
how
shut aside honum no more main character syndrome. So when something is trending, they have to find a way
to tap into it
to bring Shatta in for Shatta to trend. I want to believe. Also, sometimes when news to be started say circulate here, and you'll be or a further investigation to authenticate the story circulating. So I want to believe that Sammy did not research the story that was circulating. Say court a shit. Say Blacko should pay this because or your research and Kobe who say. The court had not given a ruling. It was just a notice. Afe no mo kwa court na sem so. But then says Same research and so. And even after the research no
still a one
can say ya and na near Sheldon kano no cray. But then the fact that any big name will be a bit trendy e Ghana ha. In terms of entertainment, sometimes politics in terms of entertainment, no, they find ways and means omode shatter so that or non so ebe trend kakra. Sapia strategy no yehu aye come
picture na abano.
Aye.
No, didn't America some come as say am mo free. Eh red na shatter ba red no boot 3.
Na ya Adidas football boot no shana.
No.
Meanwhile, o shabadi. Socks ni ye yellow Green go no bona kokona na do ya bada.
Doctors overcoat ana.
Ebi okotwa content wa labo. They bomb me head ni one mission wo mu phone TV no we chi. Me zoom in wa ha.
Ebi ano or shady diagro like
now. Or channel or set 3 quarters or your trousers no shana another 3 quarters. No, but there be woman and shad ni adne shatter no why combination one shani ye.
Na say red was red.
Red was shirt. No, so yellow ni bi was shirt ni mo.
Shirt white and should there.
White no so no, white drip on drip.
Oh, I am among yes.
Oh yeah, drip on drip one jay. Shatter no wa fa no ho. Oh, we
the top free the youth.
Free the youth.
Was it the top real day? Now that I'm free the youth.
Hey, now shatter you damn than one address so. I'm a much what?
I'm even sure this is Shatawale.
Ebe,
bro.
They say Ebani Shatawale they are saying reckon yen so can hear anymore. On any. Yeah, you superstar ba kopeno.
Where dey go global no.
Nana you say cha hen zoom me ade no.
Mun zoom na me hwa. There be on three quarters na sha no.
Space one.
Trousers na what train. There be on space. Oh, if there has ever been a time I wish I'm wearing my glasses, it is today. So that you mama na me hwa de ni na. Hey,
yeah, sure.
No, quite.
Say the inscription on the Natad is a fucking special. He's fucking special, bro.
Well, he's special.
He's drip. That's a drip on drip, bro.
No, there be shatter now wire combination.
The drip is dripping.
This is proper combi because we combine it. Ni t-shirt, the colors a woman. If you wear cry, no beti me cry a blue belt abum because blue or t-shirt anymore.
Don't forget. What's out there out chain clown.
On so a matchy background no so white walls.
Yes.
Wall no so white.
Virus.
I'm back challenge drip way. Ajagraja.
Picture when a black
come on.
Oh, say na make ba black ones. E na make when you
black
no say when you koladi agra say ya. We see minimum dressing. Oh, say be na make say one of the reasons why I'm happy say black hole aqua international is the fashion sense because black hole me fa dressing bia. We boot, you know, and he's been
so belt at a
he's been so consistent with it that obia our dress is similar.
Yeah.
You think it's black hole, then you go and double check. But then shatter them dressing me fe bi nko baby abu. Them dressing you too cause fear and panic. Because shatter manam we se mishiona dress there. Makade. I know she. Sat. You get it. Shatter se mishiona what dresses say ya. Ebeye me dressing way to me cause fear and panic. It's me cause financial loss to the state and to the industry. Shatter don't dress like this again. Makan on several occasions. Shatter concert or share that white shorts.
Recent times,
Or share that white shorts, that singlet. He was looking so handsome. Sa dress in a kaki tuwe bin kame fall in love with Shatter. A kaki tuwe kame ya fall in love. Or ware that be. Mali.
He said he's married. Bro.
He's married. And me bohum paye ye hum fastimi ye mu twekro. So san kofa michi no. Na hu sa Shatter na mo wa fe michi.
Hey, one so. Wana vechre no bia.
Mama mfasa male sem ne memukrasa agenda we me start say na ono na wo na ayi michi de na ono na wo ye na ye den. Ono no anya wo na ono na wo ye no. Hwe majesty akura kama say Shatter ye na koye yi na fa bibia to form. To say ne American yo amode a fancy dress picture to we. Same flex. Same is not really my person. But then metiasie ejuma na wo yen wuntime ndane wachi for the person you're working with or the person who is managing you. For the person you are managing. Oh, so maka so mu say ono no manage you say wona on manage you nti mame ye kakari so for the person you are managing. Wuntime ndane wachi mano. But then it is not every conversation that you push him in. I don't know. I think one of the shows, I think Naketri was there. Na me say the negativity na you push na abe surround the Shatter no. It goes a long way to taint his brand. Especially when it comes to he wanting to get on international platforms, international award schemes. the BETs, the Grammys, if you look at these international brands, if there is a scandal around any international brand, quickly they strip you off everything. Or ambassadorial deals, everything they strip you off. So they associating with brands that are full of negativity, no. Ebedu baby, no. There will be question marks. Oh, maybe this person is this person is this. Why you say they're good. But then this is what is attached to the person. This is what is attached to the person. Once the person gets attached to a brand, the negativity and so has been attached to it. Yeah. It will go a long way to go against shatter. Yes, PR no, yeah. There is PR ubegu opponent hufi. Ewo PR mu. But then yemfadwene emfanto. Yenyene in a way the negativity will not come back to us. Nyamia ye shata adom. Wenya dan. Shata esisi dan. Osi ye. Onya dan. Yason enkwa edidida. Swimming pool kakra. Yason enkwa edidida. Nso nye shata na ye first person wo Ghana ha. Owo swimming pool ni fie. Ni oni swimming pool kra wo bathtub no. Se du awia na ne ho hyehye no timi bu nso gu ne bath mu edem. Oni ne wo swimming pool mu. Omo ye the same. In fact, or better than the one in the swimming pool because on what done a bathtub more than them no, we done who naked. And ebia ni drink be. And all tie no nyum bi no wa relax. Mama yenye responsible PR. Shatter is a huge brand. In fact, by now, Nke was said the brands that are associated with Shatter are more than those that are associated with him. Mommy take brand is serious. Like we've said on a show, we are all in to promote positivity. So if you're doing something positive, how then you promote too?
True.
There's never been a time where Shatter has done a show, massive one, that I've spoken against. I didn't papa. Let's do it well. Shatter minima de crow. Oh yep, I didn't papa. No, didn't sabe kegu. Oh yeah, no, didn't sabe kegu. Oh my enjoy sa negativity. Yen focus on Shagzi. Yen build it. So see the other brands, the other online hailing apps. This is the time you look at how to get more. You kind of saying right on Shagzi. Every negative report that anybody will make about any of these rights, no wafa adwene wo ho na wahwe sene be ya wo betimi dia position with any year so that those negativities will not be associated with your own. Before I be realizing, then Shagzi will be all over the place. But then you are using the fame for and you may be like
the position of Sammy Flex in editorial way makes it validated the Sheldon Air Cano. And I always think Sammy anchor that tangent.
He should not.
Still, because there were still loopholes in what Sheldon was talking about. A typical example is saying it is RBA. Not Black Sheriff.
But Black Sheriff hates it.
Exactly.
And then on Sheldon, we shouldn't forget that. On Shatter Camp will issue.
Exactly.
So and you will take advantage and bash them.
Because
who Sheldon and so one Shatter.
But Slim, you see the in some now I've monitored it. I just took my time to do it. You see, there's nothing wrong with Sammy Flex first editorial. No. Lots of loopholes. Sheldon, so there are lots of loopholes. So if Ayesana, you will come back, it's either you're coming to correct what they've drawn your mind to. But it shouldn't be like, because it's coming from Nipa saying no. So let me take a stand and then go head to head with the person. Because at the end of the day, it's all about a particular item abetoja. And somebody has decided, say, okay, so this is my editorial. This is how I understand it. Sammy Flex editorial, no, as I said, lots of loopholes. Don't give room. You see, the response of the man Sheldon, I think it wasn't necessary. it's either say you move ahead and do what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, Sheldon has an issue with your artist. I'm trying to figure out a way, a pointer. Sheldon and Sammy Flex have gone back and forth. But it looks like Tisiano, Sammy is wading into that thing. And also feeling like opportunity
to hit on
you, because I say that's how I see the whole thing. The issue at hand, not there. See, I shifted from the issue at hand.
No.
Now it's becoming
Flex
and Sheldon.
Flex and Sheldon and Blacko and Wally.
Yes.
So
which is not necessary.
So Blacko is on Sheldon's side, and then Wally is on Sammy's side.
It is not necessary.
Obi capitalizing on artist or original nechi.
Sheldon and soon enjoy unnecessary poking. Because the same year say Sammy Flex the and Sheldon in Yasem.
Sammy Flex and Sheldon.
Oh, way before.
Oh, then I haven't heard of it.
Way before. Sheldon because asamu ni ho before enka Sheldon one shatter na wasem enye Sammy na na wasem nti how do you go at Sammy
se or sa time ni nyina na Sammy ne yisu ye adwuma
shatter ye adwuma ya
nti ebia o kan shatter ho asama na Sammy ababe defense and in some yes in the
but
defense,
in actual fact if Sammy and a manager Sammy and a be defense because in fact under normal circumstance and say shatter ekasa bibi ni e was Sammy and a be any clean up e ma no and to say
that is what the industry is normalizing now, which is wrong.
No, the PR person,
it's not wrong.
As a PR person, let me teach you this. Let me explain this. In PR, the person PR manager no, edu baby or no need to me step it up. Decide this.
That one I get it.
No, wait. And then there are circumstances where you will sit your client down. When you share the situation on grounds, then you decide to say, for the magnitude of this issue, I was an artist and a back out, but they're not crying. The artist will be coached on how to go about it. Woman met now on Baba,
I get it.
So Sammy has every right. So Sammy is a manager. Sammy has every right. So some issues for Honoma or be addressing.
Thank you.
Near what I was waiting for. Addressing and so no. Shatter should be coached on how to go about it because Shatter can start something. First 3 lines. Pepe. Edu homonoma ebetia fasangara. Wenam ha. That is how Shatter is. Inti if Shatter is being asked or is being advised to handle some issues, and when they said they coach him. Assembly say next year, this is what we want to achieve after whatever you put out. And because of what we want to achieve, no, yeni say, and would achieve what we want to achieve. NASA. So far as Sammy is Shatter's manager, Sammy can respond. And the response will be response. Shatter knows about the response. I get
it. The main reason I made that statement is, and I love your submission there. At a point, you said some issues. But now it looks like every issue that comes out.
So if the team it decided say,
but remember most say, Sammy say a journalist.
Sammy say a journalist.
So every issue, Sammy also equally has the right to also weigh into any issue. A typical example is anything. In fact, most of the things that we discuss here, Sammy will weigh into it. No, I own editorial on it.
As a journalist.
Just a media as tweet get to me for discuss any problem.
So far as he's still practicing as a journalist.
That one. Those ones I understand. But I'm trying to. Maybe I'm not getting the whole picture. But I'm trying to identify some Flex when he's a journalist and him as a PR
and him as a journalist. One problem.
No. You see, I need to. The reason I'm wanting this clarification is the whole Otnemu Elkan Black Sheriff issue. No, he sat as a journalist.
Yes, and not all can.
And Sheldon came in
as the manager.
As the manager.
Yes.
And then he came to respond not as a journalist again, but
now
as a PR.
As a PR.
That is what I'm trying to figure out here.
Make I say the message and the messenger. Sometimes message ne ekura messenger na untimi hu say messenger we and there was a team A Jesse and I said team B.
Yes.
Jesse.
I think what Sammy should do.
In a conflict
I think what Sammy should do. When it comes to he being a journalist or any editorials as a journalist, on try say on fuse Shatter into issues that Shatter is not supposed to be part of.
True.
If it is about Shatter, no any editorial about Shatter, he should go ahead and do his editorial about Shatter. Now Orie, now say he as the manager of Shatter or communicating anything that has to do with Shatter, no communicating. This is what will help. Because if not, or any editorial he will be judged as Shatter's manager, even though he did the editorial as Sammy Flex, as journalist Sammy Flex.
And I think it's part of the reason why he's getting lots of backlash on social media, because people are finding it difficult to identify him as the journalist he is, and also as the PR.
But then also no, all he can do is to position himself well and hope that the public would understand. You get it?
Where Zio is coming from is very technical. Say, when you are speaking as the PR for Shatter, then it becomes clear that you, whatever Shatter embodies, Usukra.
Yes. Yeah.
And it goes a long way, say, only a branch akraketwana or problem. A black woman or problem. Until you are also going to be seen as say only black ones or problem.
No problem.
Sanity.
So it comes down to unknown
and how you can't divide it.
I was unknown sameno etiasi.
No, sameno so enya na adwe say.
If not, I was what the to his journalistic career no.
Exactly.
It has to be on pause whilst he is managing Shatter.
Because your thoughts on issues, whether related or unrelated, Obi Befa say because of Shatter stance on XYZ, enuntina okasa maybe ebianenti sao.
Not genuine.
That is your genuine opinion about the issue.
Because say boy no only boy any problem. O offer on platform abra oba. O ma black platform abra oba app. O person chim say we a big black fan. But artists are we na adwuma no any abrantie no problem. So regardless of how you even put a post, oh, I hope what I'm hearing about Black Sheriff is not true. If so, then I'm dead.
Some people just misinterpret.
People misinterpret.
Now that is what Sheldon
and me saying I don't find anything wrong with.
But Sheldon will poke you on that level, saying, "Say, we are journalists. Have you one? Cause we are manager. Or so we are journalists. Now you're journalist. I then I want caption
no
to understand it." Before going on that round, now if you was just person identify as the PR, and why fulfill that as a journalist? That means PR. What's a PR? Just
that is basically
PR. Just that means what time brand, what time black. That is the baby on person de some flesh.
That is the and that's the basic of what I'm saying. Because see. It's very difficult.
I have a what if. Sammy Flex is a brand on his own.
Yeah.
What if Sammy is also using Shatter to build himself as a brand?
That will be a good thing. That's how the world is.
He himself is a brand. He knows that when you mention Shatter's name, it generates talkability. Every journalist wants talkability. He will fuse Shatter in.
Well, it's working for him. It's working for him. That is why we're having this conversation. So it's working for him. As to say, and open doors for others who are also pro-Blacko to come and disrespect him. And also, maybe if you are not or that type on only the level of disrespect as anima we be edibeba. Obi owa wabon to powder on fahon. Yes. Me my bomb to powder me fahon. If I'm saying my truth, I don't really care the backlash. I don't really care what you say, because I'm not on the internet to make you happy.
Facts.
If I was on the internet to make you happy, can me buy can me skate na me can be skate comedy skate and go on the Google. Na bro ane no kure no. Camera na edi twa skate no different from the
No.
The same camera. But my massa me mo ani age. Mti me ncheche jollof me ncheche ice cream. Me buy some me be come me no kure. And by saying my truth, I'll have people who also identify with the truth that I'm saying, and then they'll join and then we'll move as a family. Into me, sure, so or that level of, that tough skin now, and also, okay, it's enemy, you should shatter they are building a brand, but definitely, shatter and anchors are post to Ayana Uncle say. I'm for a press or on one post. So yeah. I'm sure Same is open and he's welcome to any form of attack there. Because on this, there are loopholes in what Sheldon said. Definitely, there are also loopholes in what Same is also doing. Definitely, people will see Same in a different direction anytime he talks about Black Sheriff, regardless of platform or diamano, regardless of how he's saying himself. Now you have to explain. Say, I'm a Branton, me penasem, and you don't even have to talk about it. What I say, it should be in the works. And works, and who I touch him kakra. Say, why couldn't you just do the needful by just reading? Just read the thing.
It's not easy.
And no pay. And idea trouble ya bab.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.